am back, and it is time to lay out my self-powering oxygen machine. Regardless of whether or not it breaks into the chlorine sections. So, I have decided on this spot as being the most likely. It's closest to the water, honestly. So, we're going to start with a floor, which is just going to be the most basic ass tile. Hello, Oris! Good evening! I am laying out a machine that I have designed, but backwards because I'm just that special. Oh, actually... Yes, I have actually. We are friends on Steam, Sierra Lad and I do see him playing this game quite a bit. He and I apparently play it quite differently from each other, though. He stopped in on one of my Oxygen Not Included streams a bit ago and commented on how differently things were. Okay, and let's see, I want 2 liquid reservoirs. Very different approaches to the game, yes. And I want, where are they? I want 2 hamster wheels. And a ladder. And more floor. And one. Oh, I see, I see. I haven't made this wide enough. That's fun. Okay. Cancel that one. Let's cancel a few things. Alright, gas storage tanks. One goes here, and one goes here. And thus, floor goes here, and here, and wall goes here. And here. And ladder goes here. Slowly I'm managing to remember how I intended to do this. And I am still not wide enough. Cancel the things. Okay. I have this all laid out. The thing is that I have it laid out with the doors all facing to the west. which is not the side that I'm working from. So, I know for a fact that I am working with a wall that is here. So, working my way westwards from that wall. Okay. To the ventilation section. Pumps. 2 pumps, a space, and then 2 more pumps. An airlock. And back to the ventilation. A gas filter. Which is this way, I think. Yeah, that seems about right. And back to the power. We need 2 of these things. Back to the base. Now that I know where that pump is, the ladder goes here, which means that the wall goes here. Yes, we're starting to get there now. Okay, to the automation. I need a gas element sensor that goes here. I need airflow tiles that go from here all the way to the wall. And okay, back to oxygen. Electrolyzers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back to the base again. Going to need an airlock that goes there. So there's a tile that goes here. And more tiles here. And a ladder that goes up here. Now, here's where things get a little weird. Now, there's tile that goes here, obviously. And back to the not the oxygen center, the ventilation section. We need another gas filter. And that goes here, I think. And then back to the base, and an airlock goes here. Oh boy. And back to the ventilation. Gas pump here, space, gas pump. Automation, gas element sensor here. Back to the base, airlock here. And that tells me that these are solid tiles. These are airflow tiles. And then these are more solid tiles. More solid tiles. And back to ventilation, and there is another gas filter here, which faces this way. And then there is a layer of insulated tile that goes over the top of all of this mess. Like so. And the wall continues up at least 2. Back to the power. We have a smart battery that goes in here. And a power transformer that gets flipped around and goes right here. And, oh boy, okay. A heavy watt joint plate goes here. Really? Okay, right there. Which means that more floor goes along here. The plants are making this difficult. And back to the power. You've got a hydrogen generator that goes here, and a space, and one goes... Well, make that 2 spaces and one goes... Except it can't go there. Why can't it go there? Because I don't have enough material? No, because the plants are causing a problem. Okay, there's another hydrogen generator that goes in here, I swear. And there is a gas storage tank that goes here, but I can't because the plants. So I'm just going to draw what walls I can. Thanks, plants. Whoops! That is not a wall, that is a door. That is a door that goes there. And you know what? Yeah, it really allows me to lay things out nicely. Whoops, too far. Okay. Except for the plant interference, this is actually going fairly well. This is actually going pretty well. Now for the fun part. Okay. Water will come in here. We'll go from there to there. And then this will go from here. Oh, no, you know what? I'm doing that too prettily. Go straight up here and into the electrolyzers. And while we're at it, the battery hooks into the transformer, which then goes on to power everything. So it plugs into that, and that, and that. Plugs into that. Continues on downwards and plugs into all of these. Continues on downwards and plugs into these and these. And actually goes over here to plug into those. And cancel that nubbin. The hydrogen generators also get hooked into this, but obviously I can't do that until I've dug this out and can actually place the darn things, because these plants are all in the way of me putting things down right now. So I'm just going to run some gas pipe instead. Now, filter 3, which is this one, goes in the white, the green goes in the white, and this is what actually departs for the rest of the base. Which I'm not actually sure what direction that's in officially. I am going to end up dumping that salt water into the ice. I have created this problem, and that is the way it's going to go, because I don't want to put the pipe through this, because that will heat up the oxygen. This area is hot. So yeah, that pipe is actually going to be going along here somehow. Now, if I can just... This is the part that I didn't really have written down very well. Okay, gas filter 2, which is this one, takes its in from the white, and the out goes into 3. 3's out actually goes out, and I will worry about that later. And gas filter 1 up here its green goes into that white, and the white, no wait, yeah, the white it gets from these guys. And this goes up here because it goes into the gas tank that's over there somewhere. Now, gas filter 2, which is this one. Yeah, its pipe goes straight down into here. Now, where did I have... I see. And these pumps... Oh, I see. That is unfortunate. Okay. I put this gas filter in upside down. Okay. So, ventilation, gas filter. This one, the white part needs to be on the bottom. Right. Because this pipe connects to that. These actually go into this one. That doesn't make any sense. Wait a minute. I've gotten myself all tangled up now. I've messed something up here. I just need to figure out what. Okay. Cancel all of this, all of the piping. Because I think I did something wrong here. I'll leave that piping. That piping's fine. Okay. Having some fun here. My blueprint is not perfect, is the problem. Okay. This is gas filter 1, right here. Gas filter 1 is sending hydrogen out the middle. So that actually goes that way. No matter which way that pump is facing. And these top gas pumps are going into gas filter 1. And the extra from gas filter 1 is getting pumped into gas filter 2, which is this one. Now, these gas pumps down here are going into gas filter 3, which makes sense, it's right there. Okay. And 3 is sending oxygen into it's sending oxygen into there. And the extra is getting vented outside somewhere. Whereas this one is also sending to... yeah, it's sending to here. And... oh boy. And a gas bridge goes here, which this goes into. The wiring is so much easier than the piping. I just... and... how to do this. This final one is a vent that is everything that I don't want, air-wise. And I have hooked these up incorrectly. I just realized. This, that, no. Because it actually goes from here to here, and this is the one that goes out. Not that. Wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. I put the gas bridge upside down, didn't I? I did. I put the gas bridge upside down. That's why everything's messed up. Okay. Trying this again. Okay. White to green, and I can't actually put it there. I can't actually put it there at all. Wait, yes I can. Yes I can. That goes there. And the green goes into the white. And this, oh boy. This also goes into the white. And then the green goes into the white, and the green goes out. And I just give up. Okay, the vent is going here. And the gas pipe goes like that. And until I get those plants cleared out, that's all the things I can install. So, let's turn off the ventilation and set up a dig chore for the entire interior. And oh, what a mess I have made. Okay. And I can bring the ladder up beside it. Whoops. A little too far. And this all gets dug. And I just realized this is not a floor because it has to be a ladder. This is a ladder. And I think that'll do it. Like, there's a bunch of stuff I still have to put in once the plants have been cleared. But the basic structure is together here. Oh, and I see why my space calculations were weird. I actually had 3 water tanks down here. One moment. Okay. Water tank, water tank. There we go. And then 2 manual generators fit in there really nicely. And you know, while I'm at it, let's heavy watt wire. There we go. Okay. I just have to redo this piping. It's gonna end up canceling some of the floor too, because I'm smart. Floor back in there. Plumbing. Okay. One over and up and down. There. That's a lot of construction. That is so much construction. And it's not even all the construction that needs to be done for this, because this is the machine, or most of the machine, but the water for the machine, we are still lacking the water because I've been, you know, delaying on that part. So, the very first thing to do is that needs to be, oh, you know what, that's already too wide, forget that. Ladder. Okay, plumbing. Liquid pump. Made of gold. Right there. And now that opens up a whole new area of oh my god. Okay. Plumbing. Up the ladder, across, out the door, down. This is fun. Down, across, down. Whoop, too far. over, down, up, problems, oh boy, you know what? No. Up. Up. Why don't I, make my channel? Okay. Deconstruct that thing because that plan was a bad plan. Dig all that out. Make a little ladder here just for transport reasons. Put in a new manual airlock there. Forget that one. I don't actually want to do anything with that one. And continue running that pipe. Too far, like that. Okay, back to base. Ladder. 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 Whoops, ladder. 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 Don't judge me. Ladder. And actually, wait. No, this is almost the way I wanted to do it, but not quite. Actually want a ladder across there, not across here. Oh, that hurts to do. Yeah, sure, that'll work. Where's my plumbing? Pipe. And oh, no, I don't want to be looking at the water. Okay, dig out those sections there. Here's hoping the pipes are far enough apart. And yeah, dig that out. Okay, I think this is a plan. Powering this pump is another matter entirely. Oh, I realize what I forgot. I never ran the automation wire. This is connected to those. And this one is connected to those. And this is connected up here somewhere. Okay. Okay. I think that's the start of it. I think I'm building a saline processing thinger here. But that is, first we're getting at this water. And oh Lord, forgive me for what I am about to do. Goes across here, goes up here, goes this way and that way, and up and over and too far down. And why will you not obey me, please? Why? And there we go. And I really wish I'd moved this door. The water level in here is so high. Oh man. I will lose some water this way, but that's apparently what's going to happen, because I'm not going to move the door now. Okay. We've got a horror show laid out down here. We're juggling the priorities again. This all goes to 6. All of it. Oh, it's so kind of you to refer to this as planning, Loppy. Okay. And priority 7. Oh boy, I can barely see what I'm selecting here. Okay, priority 7 is that. Yeah, that. And that. Okay. Oh, and as far as priorities go, we are going to turn all of this area to a priority 2, because then they are never going to do it. Ever. There. I can let time move forward again. And I'm going to save, because that is a lot of work that I just did. That was just like 45 minutes of work. Just laying all of that out. But yes, this right here is an oxygen producing machine that I designed myself. I used a website to design that one, and now I'm trying to remember the blueprints not included. It's a website specifically made for designing for oxygen not included. It gives you all the various bits and pieces that you can make and allows you to just lay them out on an infinite blueprint board. So that you can just try things out and create blueprints and find out how things work. There is also a mod that you can get where you can actually transport your blueprints into the game and then just sort of smack those blueprints down wherever you want. I didn't need to build this all the way over here, apparently. I could have built it over here, just barely, but it would have been squished up against the natural gas problem, and yeah, it's better over here with the chlorine problem. And I just realized they can do this whole wall from the inside, but they can't do this vent. So I'm just gonna give them a ladder. Now here's a question. Why do I have a double here? I don't need a double here, do I? I need a... Okay, I need one there. But here is fine the way it is. And we have more plant problems here. Of course, we've consistent plant problems. But standing on top of this one, they should be able to dig out this section, and that will take care of that plant. But yeah, this is a mess. It's my mess. But man, is this a mess. Especially since now that I'm looking at it, they cannot actually get into this section. Because of that spot right there. Much better. Heck, you know what? I will be incredibly generous, and I will actually extend their pole all the way down to there. There goes all that salt water straight into the ice area. That's a problem. Oh, look at it causing problems already. The vast majority of it will end up down here, though. I comfort myself with that. But yes, the idea is to get all this dug out and to build this ladder and this pole, just to make building along here easier. Faster? Something. People are going to have to come down here and run an awful lot on those wheels to get everything started, though. So I think I should put in another pole here. Just for convenience. Since I no longer have to preserve this wall to keep the salt water in. Okay, I will put that to priority 7 as well. Just to hopefully speed up some construction. And I'm actually going to put all this back at... No, not that. Put all this back at 5. That still gets to be 7. And that way they'll build the floor, wall, whatever structure first, and they'll get to the piping and wiring and stuff later. And I should probably start working out how to do my outbound oxygen without actually plugging it into my natural gas. So back to building gas pipes. And up the ladder. Along here. Yeah, up here. And yeah, I have an idea. Build a bridge the correct way around. And then go parallel. Parallel. And I'm going to need to cross both the gas line and... oh boy. I want to hook into this pipe here. So... yeah, another bridge. Okay, that's green and white and like that. And why are you building the gas pipe first? And like that. And up through here. Where's the pipe I want to hook into? It's over here. Another gas bridge? Let's make sure I'm putting it the right way around. Here? Ooh. And one here. Oh boy. And like that. And like that. Yes! Like that! All like that. Okay, yes, that's the oxygen issue, I think. Like, this machine doesn't even run anymore. It's very depressing. Okay. My gas pipes are starting to look like my water pipes, and that is not a good thing. But I have it connected. And the main thing here is that I believe Oh dear. Oh, I see. I thought I had this vent attached to this Atmos sensor, but it is not. It's attached directly to the machine. Oh no. I'm going to attach this to the vent as well. In fact, why not connect that to the vent instead? Yes, instead, not as well. And that actually saves me a bunch of wire. I'm not going to do these one at a time individually, nope. Okay. That wire is now declared redundant and unnecessary. Oh, and I have a new blueprint on the way. But first, skills. Has anybody gotten a skill point? Harold has a skill point. Harold is very happy. Harold can learn something. Harold is going to learn more operating. Not quite. No, he's not quite going to because he only has 1 point. He's going to learn improved carrying. Alright, and a blueprint. A vole pup. Shove voles are burrowing critters that eat the regolith collected on terrestrial surfaces. They cannot burrow through refined metals. I don't think I want a random burrower in my base. I think that's a thing that I do not want. Definitely won't be taking that. Let's see. We have a destructive person and an ugly crier. The destructive is only interested in doctoring, and I already have 2 doctors, so I'm not interested in him. And we have someone who's interested in supplying and digging, who is germ resistant, but can't do building errands or researching. Well, I don't need researching anymore, so that's not a problem. But you know what? I think I'm going to take the lime. So there's so much going on now. There's so much. Construction on this particular fireman pole appears to be going apace, however. That's good. And this one's being completed. That's excellent. And they have completely mined out this coal. That's not great. I do have 21 tons of coal now, so I should be okay for a bit, but I'm getting really worried about the levels of algae. Let's see. How do I quickly get myself some more algae? I believe it's right over here. Have a whole bunch of clay and slime and algae through here. Might as well make use of it. I think these are the appropriate intervals. If they're not, I'm going to be very put out. Alright, and dig all of that out. Just all of it. Swath of destruction. There we go. That's more slime than algae, but I can process slime into algae. And you know what? This is really accessible now, so we're just going to take that too. And there is still quite a bit of algae up through here, once I figure out how to get it without killing those reeds. I'm not seeing any more, like, big coal deposits, although this looks nice up here. Let's see. Ladder. Oh, I can collect the wolframite while I'm here. Ladder to inconvenience. Fine. Ladder. Okay, and dig out this wolframite while you're in the area, folks. And once we get closer to that coal and I can actually see the shape of it, I'll figure out how to gather it. Yeah, let's extend this pole to here. And I'll put another pole like so. And we still get all the wolframite. Plus, you know, whatever's in there. Okay. Projects everywhere. It feels a little bad to not be capturing all this chlorine and harnessing it for something, but I don't actually have a planned use for it at this point, so I still have no idea if these are working. I haven't really had an opportunity to sit and watch them and see. But it's just like, I never catch the hatch eating. So I don't catch them eating, I don't catch them pooping. I've seen this quite a few times though. This makes me happy, this is cute. But I can't see if the coal that they excrete is being picked up by the automated systems I put in. Speaking of systems, oh, we could use some more carbon dioxide in there. Let's turn on that pump and get some more carbon dioxide in there for you. I'll just let that run, keep an eye on the polluted water tank. I swear, I have fewer hatch than I used to. My animals keep dying when I'm not watching them. And I don't know why. I'm feeding them. They're fed, they're groomed. That one ate. They absolutely just ate. It picked up the coal! It picked up the coal! And where'd it go? There it is! It's still en route. Oh, look at it go! Oh, it's perfect. It's beautiful. This is exactly what I wanted. That's perfect. That is perfect. Stop leaving metals on the floor. Okay, so the automated conveyor belt system that I set up is working as intended. The tank that is supposed to be polluted water but is continually not is emptying. And this room has not overflowed yet. And construction continues. Oh yeah, look at how much they've gotten done already. That's excellent. I mean, the whole massive amounts of what even is happening there? What is this puffing out? I think that's polluted oxygen, but I honestly can't be sure. I've never seen it go that fast. Is that actually pumping out chlorine or something? I think that's actually pumping out chlorine. Well, that's fun. It's all going to be sanitary down here soon. And you stay in your box. I don't want to have to kill you because you got trapped in my oxygen machine. Okay, progress. Progress is good. Oh, blast. Accidentally killed the Wheezewort. That's what I was worried about. That's why I didn't want to dump salt water on it. There is a wart seed. Okay. Okay. Cancel the ladder. Build. This is next level ridiculousness from me. Build a farm tile right here. And then what'll happen is I will plant the wart in the farm tile so that it's still going across the pipe. See, that's what I was afraid of actually over here. I'm also using this ice area to cool this water. And the thing that is doing the most of the work is this one wheezewort. And I am terrified of accidentally melting this area and removing my one wheezewort that is doing most of the work of cooling the water. Because I actually set up this whole thing here, like in real life, running pipe like this through a cold zone like this should be cooling, super cooling that water. But in this game, no. Because physics are broken. The only good thing is that these pipes are kept nice and cool by being in such a cool environment. So when I pump in this hot water here, it does actually cool down the water because the pipes are cold. But building all of this extra pipe, doing this serpentine thing, it made absolutely no difference at all. It wasn't until I ran this one loop of pipe past the wheezewort that I actually started to see a temperature difference. Which is why I'm running all these pipes past the wheezeworts over here, because I want to take advantage of the same phenomenon. So it's really funny that the stuff that I haven't constructed yet is counted as being temperate. That's hilarious. Setting aside, though, this appears to be sealed up now, so that's good. So I won't be losing any more of the salt water that way. This room no longer has salt in it, I think. So I think I'm going to start setting it up. Okay. Pump. Made of gold. Down there. Pipe. Okay. I'm going to have to do what I don't want to and bridge the hot liquid across the cold liquid. Oh, I hope it won't radiate too much. But yeah, gonna do it this way. Yeah, I'm going to be slightly wasteful on this one because otherwise it's going to be an issue. So what I'm going to do is put a liquid element sensor right here. And So that will only turn on when it senses water touching it. So the pump will only run when it's in water. Which is a major thing with this one because there is obviously not a drop in here now, and it's going to take a while to accumulate. So, I just realized I made a mistake before. That's great. This wire should have been gold. This whole wire, everything that's inside here should be gold. I'm going to pause for a moment here because I don't want them starting to build that. And run this wire to here, switch to copper, and there. Yeah, I mean, it's a game where you have to provide your own oxygen, and yet the heat physics do not work the way that they're supposed to in here. It's... Okay, making that all... You know what, making that all two. Come to think of it, that ladder's being built, so let's just bump all that back to 5 now. And will they be able to reach from here, I wonder? I really hope they will. Because I don't want to build more ladders. I already have too many ladders built here. This is all getting ridiculous. So... yeah. Let's see how all that goes. Oh. And you know what? Save again. I'm never actually going to win this game because I'm going to be so busy solving the problems that I've created that I'm never going to get around to fulfilling the win conditions. Just as a by-the-by, for those who are not familiar with this game, there are 2 possible win conditions for the base game when you don't have the DLC. Like I don't have the DLC. Either, with this one, you have to breach the temporal tear, which is up on the surface somewhere, and I believe requires some technology I have not researched, or you have to go for the Home Sweet Home, which is survive for 200 cycles, which I have done that. I've survived for 286 cycles so far. Maintain 16 morale. Haven't been doing that, but at least I only have 1% stress. Have 12 duplicants, so 12 people. I have 10. I'm too short still. And build a great monument. Now, the Great Monument is actually one of the harder bits for this one. The 16 morale, you just decorate everything. For me, I would be like moving all of the various pipes and stuff into walls or behind things, that sort of stuff, like all the exposed stuff, just clearing that away, that sort of stuff. But the monument is a large problem. It comes in 3 pieces. There is the base. By the way, it's also huge. It requires 7.5 tons of steel. I've not made any steel yet. It also requires obsidian. It requires obsidian and steel to make. I have obsidian, somehow, but steel I don't so much have. Then there's the monument midsection. This requires ceramic, which I have almost half of what I need, plastic, and steel. Now, it doesn't require a lot of plastic. 2,500 kilograms of plastic is not actually a massive amount, but finding it, you don't find plastic. You have to make plastic, or you have to farm plastic. Problems. Plastic, you need a lot of heat. You don't need a massive amount of heat to make plastic. And once again, 5 tons of steel. Ceramic is easy, you just bake that out of clay. It's pretty much the only use there is for clay, as far as I know. And then there's the monument top, which requires glass, diamond, and steel. You cannot make diamond. You can make glass. You can make steel. You cannot make diamond. You must find the diamond. All of my research indicates that the place where you find diamond is somewhere down in hell. Somewhere deep in the game, deep down, you will find magma. And where you find magma, if you search around carefully enough, you will eventually find diamond. And you will just hope that your world actually rolled in with enough diamond for you to build the great monument. So, I haven't gone down deep enough yet. There's a great deal more down that needs to be achieved before I start finding that sort of fun. But is it any wonder that I've just been focused on just surviving? I know how to make steel. I'm fairly certain I actually have the ingredients to make steel at this point. I just haven't actually done so. Stop bleeping at me. Why are you beeping at me? Okay, let's see here. Iron to steel. I do know how to do that. It requires requires iron. Easy, I can do that. It requires lime. I actually got a bunch of that, but you can make lime out of eggshells. And it requires refined carbon, which you make with the kiln here. It's made out of coal. And the thing is, like, I am using all of my coal to keep this base powered right now. All of my coal is going into that particular project. But yes, you can actually make lime by crushing eggshells in the rock crusher. So any eggshells my people come across, they immediately convert that to lime and then stash the lime away for later. But Yes! Eggshells are absolutely rocks. What else would they be, especially when you're talking about hatch? Why do I only have 4 hatch? I'm sure I had more hatch than that. I swear, my people are eating the eggs, aren't they? I do have them making omelets. That's the problem! Oh, lordy. I've been eating their eggs. Oh, and also good evening to you, Green, because I think this is the first time that you've talked, although I've noticed you've been lurking for a while. I have my text-to-speech bot up, and it tells me when people come into my channel, so... Haha, I've been spying on all you lurkers. But also, because I have my text-to-speech bot up, if you use !speak, you can actually say things in my channel. Vulturing, yes, you're waiting for another dupe to die, I see. Okay, I have them working on projects up here, in both the literal and the figurative. I have them working on a major project down here. And progression is actually going pretty well on this. I am impressed how much they've gotten done. That is true. This is probably the best day to vulture. But yeah, oh, new printables. There's basically 2 ways of getting plastic, unless the printables offer me some. Either you find or farm crude oil, and then use a plastic making machine to turn that into plastic, or you farm Drecos in a very specific way until you get I forget, it's either shiny or silky Drecos that you can then harvest for finished plastic. Okay, so we have a vomiter, a binge eater, and someone who is destructive. I don't need another farmer, I just took another farmer. And also this one's flatulent, which means he produces natural gas, but I have no way of gathering that, so no. We have a Bubbles who's interested in building and operating. She's germ resistant, but she won't attack, and she is allergic to floral scent, which would be bad because I filled the mess hall with plant. Yeah, you'd think that, but no, they will not. Like sometimes I will get some plastic this way, like through the printables, but it's nothing to rely on. And honestly, I've never been offered diamond. I have never been offered diamond by the blueprints. And we have a suit-wearing operator with shriveled taste buds who falls asleep periodically, and you know what? I'm taking the oxalite and just leaving it on the floor. It would be very nice if I could place orders with the pod. Yeah, you know, when they give me water with that thing, it comes in jugs. And when they mop up the water, they put it in jugs. But can I convert those jugs into plastic? Never. Well, the good news here is that my mistake has nearly been cleaned away, sorta. And it looks like the polluted water will all fit in the holding tank. If I am judging this visually correctly. But yeah, this is why my critters have been reducing. I've been eating their eggs. Oh, it's so bad. I thought they wouldn't actually eat the eggs if I didn't have an egg cracker. But apparently I was wrong. Why is there just a copper ore sitting here? Shouldn't... I'm confused. Why is there an empty space here when there should be a box here? Put a storage bin in that empty space, my god. But yes, this would explain why my number of hatch have been reducing. I feel really bad. I didn't even remember that I'd set the cook stove to make omelets. Okay. Copy settings to that one. All sorts of complaints about long commutes, but there's nothing to be done about it. And there's still automation connected to this. Okay, I must have missed... I did miss an oven. Okay. Deconstruct that nubbin. There. It's still a situation in here. And honestly, I should have constructed the whole thing better. But soon I will have taken care of that problem, and then this room will never be entered again, probably. Speaking of my problems... How are things going here? Oh, they're going pretty well. Look at all the stuff they've gotten dug out already. I mean, the whole system's full of chlorine, but they've actually gotten quite a lot of this together already. And you know what? That is coal. This is all coal. So you know what? Wahaha. Okay. I'm just gonna... There we go. We should be able to get a slightly more solid ladder in here soon, hopefully. But yeah, these Drecos here, If you farm them, if you ranch them in a very specific way, you feed them nothing but mealwood, and you keep them in hydrogen, they will breed into these either silky or glossy versions of them, which you can actually shear like a sheep for plastic. It's part of the reason why I've been trying to keep my eye out for a hydrogen vent or geyser, because that is the best way. The thing is that they only grow their harvestable things when they're ranched. They only grow their harvestable scale things if they're kept in hydrogen. But you have to feed them nothing but mealwood in order to get the plastic versions. And mealwood will only grow in oxygen. So you have to build a very specific room that has oxygen on one level and hydrogen in the rest of it, so that they will be spending most of their time in the hydrogen, and they'll only go down into the oxygen to eat. Because they don't actually eat mealwood as in the harvested mealwood, they eat the mealwood plants. Okay, that plant is out of there. Can now put that in. And priority 7 it like the rest of the goings on. I wonder if I can find some more hatches, or if the thingy will give me some more hatch eggs, so that I can have more and have a better natural coal supply. Because 4 hatches are fairly happy with the amount of space that they've got here, but they don't produce a lot of coal. But yeah, basically the pump that I set up down at the bottom is going to work the way that this one will. This is a water sensor, currently sensing for polluted water, and when polluted water touches the bottom of it, it will send a signal to the pump to turn itself on. And then the pump will pump the dirty water. This is just to keep the pump from getting damaged by continually trying to pump when there is no water. So that's the general idea for down here. Whoop! A little too far down there. The idea is to not damage this pump by having it continually trying to pump when there's no water. And there can't be water until I actually uncover this thing. Which I'm not going to do until after I've built all of the stuff that goes inside. Building broken. What built? Oh, the sink is done it again. This is my fault that this keeps happening. This is 100% my fault. I thought that the liquid pump would be like the gas pump and that it wouldn't actually work or do anything until it was set for what it was supposed to be filtering. But no, it just sent things straight through. Okay. Nearly refixed the problem here. Oh, and found another puffed egg. Excellent. So things continue on. Water I have in abundance, thankfully. This is also in abundance. It will take care of itself. Yep, working exactly as intended here. This is continuing on very well. I'm actually going to nudge the top to 7. Because if I get this done, then I'll actually be able to build. These plants are in my way. Well, I will be calling the stream soon, Loppy. It is about midnight. I just wanted to double check on this construction here before I'm calling it tonight. So if you'll just stick around for like 5 more minutes, I'll sign off with you. Because I just wanted to make sure I had things set here. I'm gonna pull out... Alright. Because it is time for me to call it a night. I have managed not to kill any dupes tonight. I have managed not to kill any dupes tonight. Tonight is a good night. And the oxygen machine has been started, sort of. Soon my surfeit of water will become a surfeit of oxygen. And then maybe I'll be able to turn my attention to exploring around and finding some of those materials that I so desperately need. Like a supply of hydrogen that is not just a pocket. Or some diamond, which apparently I have to dig down to hell for. For anyone who is wondering how I've gotten myself into this situation, or out of the previous situations, all of my previous sessions of Oxygen Not Included are available on my YouTube channel. There is a playlist there. Currently it is updating every Tuesday with the previous Thursdays, Oxygen Not Included. The diamond is with the magma, Loppy. Apparently the diamond and the magma hang out together. I don't know that iron suits are going to be enough to deal with magma, but we'll find out. I have never actually dug deep enough in any of my games to find magma. Alright, and I will be returning again on Sunday night, starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, to play some more Solasta, which is a very, very tabletop D&D RPG that I have been playing. This Sunday I'm going to be spending my time trying to find some bones. Very specific bones. They're out there somewhere. I will find them. And I will take them back home with me. And then I will return again on Wednesday, starting at as close to 7 p.m. as a group of people can be brought together to play Among Us with a group of my writer friends. It will be December the 1st. We will all be right off NaNoWriMo. We are going to be absolutely nuts. You should definitely tune in. And Loppy will probably be joining me, right, Loppy? As long as her work schedule allows, anyway. Loppy is one of the people who plays Among Us with me. So, we're even more nuts. On December 1st, name somebody in the Toronto NaNoWriMo community that you know who is not absolutely out of their mind on December the 1st. I'll give you time to think. And then Oxygen Not Included will return again next Thursday, starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, where I will be continuing to build my oxygen machine. And hopefully actually getting some oxygen into production for the base, and not in a going to cook you all with hot air sort of way, because I've never actually built an HVAC in this one. I'm not sure if I can without the DLC, which I don't have. I'm still trying to learn the systems that I have. I don't want to add like the radiation and the space travel and the teleporting that the DLC has. I'm sorry. Well, I'm glad that you will be there on the 1st, Loppy. So, I've had a lot of fun tonight. I figure it's a miracle that I hadn't actually gotten any dupes killed tonight. I hope that all of you had a lot of fun as well, and I hope that you have a great night going forward, and specifically in Loppy's case, that you sleep incredibly well. Good night!